How does life really work? The purpose of this model is to offer really fresh insights so that you are aware of the bigger picture and purpose of your life. Once you are aware of that, you have a roadmap on how to navigate life. On the left side of the model, it shows the beginning of your life. And at the end, we all experience death. This is a process that every single human being on earth has to go through, no matter which place in the world you are from. Of course, the length of this journey for everyone is different. As you can see, there are two paths that you can take in life. Mostly these paths are separate and they are not aligned as one path. The curving to the top is the path of the external world, and that is what I call the suit. It's also your mind or your ego. It's also your career success. It's the skills that you have. It's the mindset, and it's part of the external world. The part curving to the bottom, that is your internal world. And that is what I call the monk path. It's your spirit, it's your heart, it's your intuition. Some people call it the soul, your life's purpose, love, fulfillment, and that is everything related to the internal world. When I talk about the word monk here, I'm not referencing Buddhism. It's just a metaphor for you to understand your inner world. When you were a child, if you had challenges, you had problems, you were free at the beginning, but you're learning and your parents are telling you, be a good girl and good boy, and they teach you what is wrong according to their beliefs and also according to your culture, your upbringing. So this is how you create your self-identity, mind or ego. You make decisions based on the challenges that you have and based on the beliefs of the culture that you grow up in. But when you make a decision, it's not always in line with who you are. At some point, you start behaving according to the expectations of your parents because you wanted to be loved and accepted. But when that's not in line with your monk, you create a small gap inside and you start to suffer. As you grow a little bit older, the gap grows larger, you suffer pain, you experience negative emotions. And when you experience negative emotions on your journey as you go through adolescence, you search for relationships, a career and a job. You go out with friends in the evening, you go drinking, you have fun. And then what happens is typically around midlife, people, they have an accident. You divorce, you are not happy, you search for more success into the external world. And some people, they have a burnout or a crisis because they've only been focusing on the suit path. Yesterday I had a meeting with a lady and she was stuck in her life. She had a good job title, but she was not happy and she didn't know what to do next. And she was so afraid to make a career change because she had to give up the corporate package. She felt really stuck. And this is what I see as very common. They are successful, but they are not happy. So what happens is the model shows you the soothe path going up to symbolize that external world. When you go to school, what do you learn? Do you learn about your emotions, your values? Do you learn about your purpose, your path in life? We need a new way of living. The old way does not work anymore. You're always searching for something better or more into the future because you are not happy today. But then that gap keeps increasing and you are not happy. If I can just have a better relationship, I'm going to be happier. If I'm going to have a bigger house, then I will be happier. If I move to another country and another job and with suit success, then I will be happier. But not really connecting with that monk inside of you. And so that journey just keeps continuing. How do you turn this around? How do you align that success that you have with that happiness? What is the first step on that monk path? It all starts with the quality of your decision making. Why? The decision making in your life is key depending on which path you take. The job that you're in, the relationship that you're in, the lifestyle you have right now is because you decided to have that. And most of these decisions happen to us unconsciously. We kind of roll into it without thinking about it a lot. And suddenly here we are. Now what? So if you do the same thing as you did in the past, you will get the same results. The challenges in your life will always be the same. But the way you deal with them and the decisions that you make will change your life. And so the monk journey starts with your internal self, which is designed by your inner compass. And that is what I call your intuition. If my outer career does not bring fulfillment, maybe I need to start listening to my inner journey. We all have that gift inside of us. Your mind probably will say, oh, it's not possible. Why? Because your mind is afraid. But we will establish a healthy relationship with your mind. Both your heart and your mind work in alignment as friends. Your mind wants to stay in control. Your heart wants to be free. But you want to have the best of both worlds. The way of the monk is to focus on the positive emotions, the flow, and the happiness, and to learn to trust in life and to follow your purpose. And as you can see, when the paths are very far apart and they are not aligned, there's this huge gap, and this gap creates the suffering. And if it gets bigger, the more misaligned your suit and your monk become. The way to live according to your monk in the real world starts with awareness. Everything in the external world is knowledge. That's universal. The awareness that you receive is individual. And so you can see this on the life journey model. The more you become aware, the more you get to know yourself. And then you can live a life true to yourself. That's when you bridge that gap within yourself and you get more to oneness instead of feeling a separation. And your intuition is your inner voice indicating that you are on the right path in life. You follow your intuition, you trust, and you surrender. When I talk about surrender in your life or life journey, surrender does not mean giving up. Surrender means that you learn to trust in life, that you learn to follow the journey of your life, that you follow your heart, and that heart is often in conflict with the mind, with the control. So as you see, in between the gap, there is the internal journey starting with awareness. The more you follow your real path, you will live in joy because you do what you love. And that's when life starts to flow, because you are not controlled anymore by the external. You live from your inner self. And so this journey of the internal goes downwards in the life journey model because it is the inside of yourself. It's inward. The upwards is the external world. It's outside. That's why it goes upwards. And so now you want to integrate that so that you bridge that gap within yourself, so you can feel that flow and that joy. You will feel more positive emotions because now you are aligned with yourself. A lot of my coaching clients come to me at that point of awareness that they realize they are successful, but they are not happy, or there is something missing, or they want something more in life, but they don't know where to start or where to get it. Your awareness typically can start with an accident or a crisis if you keep resisting the real flow of life. That's why sometimes you can have multiple health issues or multiple crises because it's life telling, hey, it's time to walk a different path. It's time to create awareness that this is not the right path. Time for you to walk your real journey. The more you resist it, the more you stay on the external journey. Some people resist and reject and they keep walking the external journey. The gap keeps increasing, they suffer more. Where do you start when you are at this point of change in your life? If you look at the life journey model, which part is the most important part on your life journey? Would it be success? Would it be success with happiness? Is it love, having an awakening? What's the most important thing in your life? So the takeaway of this life journey model for you is to understand, based on the upbringing, the culture and the belief system and the school system that you and I grow up in, we are conditioned to normally go into that suit journey. If you had problems in your childhood, in your family, you were growing up with certain beliefs that focused you or helped you to find on a certain success in life. But that was not always aligned with who you are, and that's how you created that gap. So the purpose of this model is to help you understand that you go into separation if you just focus on the external journey, but you go into oneness if you walk that internal journey in alignment with the real world. So you can be happy internally and successful externally.